Circumcision benefits, what every parent needs to understand. Welcome to Wafula Official TV Live, and let us learn more about circumcision in Africa. Circumcision refers to the removal of the foreskin from the male genitals, and it is practiced in various communities in Africa and in the world. Circumcision holds various cultural, religious, medical, and social importance across different communities in the world. Below, these are the importance of circumcision. Circumcision plays a vital importance in religion, whereby circumcision is a deeply rooted practice in several religions, and that is Judaism and Islam. And also circumcision symbolizes a covenant with God. Number 2, we have cultural tradition. That circumcision, it is practiced because of the culture. In various communities across the world, circumcision is a cultural tradition, and many cultures practice circumcision as a rite of passage into adulthood, signaling maturity or manhood. We have hygiene, and this hygiene, that is cleanliness. Circumcision can make a person's hygiene easier, as it simplifies cleaning of the genital area and may reduce the risk of infections under the foreskin. And there is some of the risk which also affects our urinary tract, UTIs. And you need to understand that having been circumcised, it can lead to reduced risk of urinary tract infections, which mostly affects the male children in future. In various health informations, also circumcision prevents phimosis. And how does it prevent? Circumcision prevents phimosis, a condition where the foreskin cannot be retracted from the head of the penis, which can lead to discomfort and infections. Circumcision also reduces the risk of penile cancer. Through rare, circumcision has been linked to a decreased risk of penile cancer, particularly when combined with good hygiene practices. Then also, circumcision lowers the risk of sexual transmitted infections, STIs. And some of these STIs, we have HIV, herpes, we have gonorrhea, among others. And you need to understand that also studies show that circumcised men have reduced risk of acquiring certain sexual transmitted infection. So that is how circumcision plays a vital importance. It also reduces the risk of cervical cancer in female partners. Women with circumcised partners have a lower risk of developing cervical cancer, which can be linked to a lower transmission rate of HPV. And what does that mean? Though it is still a challenge in African communities or African countries, whereby there is no female circumcision at all, and people are fighting that it is not valid in female. And also you need to understand also that circumcision, it is an identity of culture of a certain community. In many communities, circumcision is a marker of identity and belonging, defining the individual's connection to a larger group. Then it is also a ritual purification. In some traditions, circumcision is associated with purification, both physical and spiritual, symbolizing moral or religious cleanliness. And also in family tradition, circumcision also plays a very important way, that many families continue the practice of circumcision due to generational traditions, maintaining the progress across generation. We have another benefit on peer influence. In areas where circumcision is the norm or culture, it may reduce racial stigma or peer pressure for boys to conform to the circumcised maturity. Now, also, medical recommendation in some regions. In some regions, medical organizations recommend circumcision based on potential health benefits, particularly in relation to reducing disease transmission. As I have said earlier, reduced inflammation and infection in diabetic men. Circumcision can reduce the risk of infections that are more common among diabetic men, particularly when proper hygiene is difficult to maintain. Then long-term sexual health benefits. Some research or different scholars suggest that circumcision can improve sexual health by reducing the risk of infections that can affect sexual performance over time. And this has been the thing which prevents STIs. And these STIs also can be transmitted faster to those male who have not been circumcised. So circumcision plays a very important way. Lowers the risk of paraphimosis. Circumcision prevents paraphimosis, a condition in which the foreskin, once retracted, cannot return to its original position, causing swelling and pain. So by being circumcised, you are free from the risk of paraphimosis. Health policy and public health strategy. In some countries, maybe in Kenya and other countries, circumcision is promoted as part of public health initiatives, particularly regions with high rates of HIV and AIDS as a preventative measure. And also you need to understand that circumcision, it has psychological benefits in certain cultures. In communities where circumcision is the norm, being circumcised can reduce feelings of anxiety or social alienation, fostering a sense of acceptance and normality. Circumcision is very, very important in our daily life and across the world. So those are the benefits of circumcision. There are almost 20 of them. How circumcision plays a significant role in our life, and also the parents should know that circumcision is very, very important, and circumcision needs to be practiced across the world. Thank you for watching and listening to a full official TV live. I talk about lifestyle, social, tradition, cultures of different communities in this channel. Thank you, and may God bless you.